The Calm Water Center for Children and Families has expanded its grief counseling clinic in Oklahoma City. It's the only agency of its kind in the metro area, and their services are free. Taylor Jackson joins us now with more on the important work that they do. Taylor.
Rich, the H.J. and Ann Meyer Counseling Clinic will allow Calm Waters to serve more families in the metro. The new clinic is now officially open for those with needs of support during the holiday season. Losing a loved one can be a difficult process to navigate through. That's why grieving Oklahoma City families turn to Calm Waters for support during difficult times.
We were founded in 1992 by a little 11-year-old boy whose dad tragically and very suddenly died in the middle of the night. He didn't know how to cope with the loss of his dad. He was very close with him, and similarly his mom didn't know how to cope with the loss of her spouse and partner. And there's nothing that existed in the Oklahoma City community that could serve that family until Calm Waters was born.
Calm Waters Executive Director Erin Eaglekey says clients can find help through support groups and individual or family counseling.
So here at Calm Waters, we provide free support groups for those that have experienced a loss because of death or divorce. And then we also provide grief counseling services. So our grief counseling is more one-on-one with a therapist, whereas our support groups happen in a group setting.
While Eaglekey says support is offered year-round, she and the Calm Water staff remain cognizant of added pressure their clients face during the holiday season.
The holidays are a really difficult time for those that have experienced death or some form of loss. And one of the things that we really encourage our clients and families to do is, first of all, to make sure that they're taking care of themselves. It's difficult during this time to not feel a compulsion to make everyone else feel good, and in which case it means they're not addressing their own grief and loss.
Last year, 56 individuals received specialized holiday support from Calm Waters.
We also encourage them to set boundaries. So if they don't feel ready or comfortable going to family dinners or a big event, it's okay to say no. And thirdly, it's also something we encourage strongly is to talk about their loved one. That's one of the most healing things that they can do, is to say the name of their loved one that has died, to share memories and honor those memories with those in their life.
Brene Arthur Jones is preparing for her first Christmas without her 6-year-old son, Chris.
Our son passed away February 27th from bacterial meningitis. He had been at Children's Hospital for about a week before that, and he was on the ventilator in ICU, so we decided to allow him to transition on the 27th off the ventilator.
After a few months of grieving, Brene decided that it was time to find extra support for her family.
I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old daughter, and I just wanted to make sure that my 6-year-old was grieving and getting the best support in the best way she could.
Chris and his sister Aubrey were just 11 months apart.
You would see like waves come over her. She'd be talking to you, and then she'd just stop, and you just see like this wave of sadness.
She says that counseling has benefited her daughter the most.
She's really coming to herself as a person, and I don't think that she would be where she is. You know, we would see like little bits of frustration or, like I said, like waves of sadness with her, and I just don't see those happening here and there.
Arthur Jones and her husband also attend group sessions.
I cannot even explain how important it's been for me to be around people who just get it. I think being in a segmented class in the way we are, it makes all the difference in the world.
Because not everyone grieves the same, Calm Water provides clients with multiple tools to help cope with loss.
We certainly understand that grief comes and goes like waves, and sometimes there are triggers, things that can trigger an emotion that will, bring forward, memories of the loved one. So it is not uncommon for you to experience sadness and anger, sometimes all in the same day, and that's very, very normal. No person's grief journey is the same. So everybody's journey through understanding and processing their loss is very, very different, and that's okay.
Arthur Jones says creating a grief plan has been one of the most helpful tools during this holiday season.
My mom and I discussed that around Thanksgiving, and we had gotten handouts a few weeks back, and it was talking about the waves of grief, and it was saying, already have something designated for when this thing hits.
Calm Waters also uses grounding exercises to help clients stay in the present.
They're helpful because even when I'm at home and I'm tempted to get lost in the videos, this morning, I had a hard morning this morning and it comes out of nowhere. Like I was watching PBS with my daughter and it was one of the Elmo shorts came on. It was P for Pretend, and it was a little boy and a little girl. And I cried and cried and cried and cried. But then I came back to it because you have those breathing exercises and you have those grounding exercises. Okay, so what do I see? What do I hear? What do I smell? What do I feel? And it brings you back into this present moment, and you can pull yourself together and get up and keep going with your day.
Engelke says she's thankful for community partners that help make providing free services possible.
Able to be free because of the support of this community. It only costs $35 for one child or parent to attend a support group, and that goes a long, long way.
If you're not in the metro and are in need of extra mental support this season, you can contact the crisis hotline by simply dialing 988.